Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, I am super excited because I'm going to talk on my favourite topics in skincare, and that's dupes. Who doesn't love that smug satisfaction feeling of being able to get the exact same outcomes and paying a fraction of the cost of some of the luxury, bougie, and extra skincare brands out there? I know I certainly do, and with the cost of everything going up, and up at the moment, dupes are a fantastic way of never having to compromise on the outcomes of your skincare routine, but at the same time saving some of your hard-earned coin. I've been scouring the skincare world recently to find my favourite dupes for some of the best-selling luxury skincare products, and I've found some real holy grails I want to share with you today. So sit back, relax, let's talk the best skincare dupes of 2022. Now, before we get into this, just a quick reminder that this is actually part of a series that I'm running here on Mad About Skin. Like I say, the cost of everything is skyrocketing at the moment, but that doesn't mean that you have to compromise on your outcomes. The drugstore is where it's at when it comes to skincare, and you can get the same great results from your skincare routine at a fraction of the cost. The big brands always want to tell us that sometimes you need to pay more in order to get more. That is like marketing 101 and a total myth. You can get the exact same outcomes with any of these dupes products at a fraction of the cost, which is why I think it's really, really important to get this message out there. One way you can help me to achieve that is by reaching down and giving this video a thumbs up and a like. The more likes a video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform, and I would hate for anyone to be sat there thinking that they have to scrimp and save to afford their bougie and luxury brands when there is an exact dupe giving you the same outcomes just around the corner. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much. But I have an awful lot to say, so shall we just cut the waffle and delve straight on in? And I want to start with the L'Occitane Almond Shower Oil. Now, this is bougie, it's extra, but it is really nice. So I first reached for this maybe like 6 months ago. It was recommended by one of you guys. I tried it. It is luxurious. It goes on as a beautiful oil, then it kind of emulsifies, foams ever so slightly, and leaves your skin feeling like baby soft, but also with this like beautiful almond scent to it. This is bougie, it's extra, but it does bring like the spa into your home. It's like a perfect accompaniment to like a wellness or shower routine. This I think retails at like £30 here in the UK, and that I think is a little bit up there in terms of the price I want to be paying for a shower product. But I'm here to tell you, you actually don't need to. I found a really good dupe, and that is, and I've got the name of it here, this is the A la Maison de Provence. That's a beautiful bit of French pronunciation there for you, body wash. Now, it's actually Jen Phelps that really shared this one with me. If you haven't checked out her channel, I'll leave a link in the description box below. So I bought this the other week, fell in love with it. Now, unfortunately, we had a little bit of an accident and I didn't screw the top on properly and it went everywhere in the bathroom. So, I haven't got it to show you here today, but trust me, this smells exactly the same as the L'Occitane one. It feels just the same on the body, giving you that really nice, hydrated, silky smooth finish. And whilst I say this foams up just a little bit more than the L'Occitane one, I just think it gives a more effective clean. So whilst this is a dupe in terms of the price point being a fraction of the cost of the L'Occitane, I picked this up for £8. You actually, I think, get slightly better results. So I'd say rather than a dupe, it's just a better product. This, so good. And if you're the sort of person that likes a little bougie and luxury in your shower routine, swap out that L'Occitane one to this one and you won't be disappointed. Now, should we come on to the Tatcha Dewy Skin Cream? Now, you can't say anything about Tatcha's packaging. Honestly, it is beautiful, it's luxury, it's bougie, it sits on your vanity and it just makes you want to reach for the product. I think they've got their packaging absolutely nailed down. Unfortunately, Tatcha products come with a ridiculously high price point, and this Dewy Skin Cream retails here in the UK for around £70. You don't need to spend £70 on a gel moisturiser, even if the packaging is gorgeous. That's just there to suck and lure you in, because actually there's some other great options. Recommended by you guys actually was this. This is the Revectin Clean Lotus Water Cream. So, okay, the packaging, not as nice as the Tatcha one, but instead of £70, you're paying £10. So I think, honestly, that's a swap I'm willing to make. If you've already got the Tatcha one, clean it out, decant this into it, and kind of fool the world that you're actually reaching for Tatcha. I didn't do that because whilst I used a Tatcha sample that I got in a free beauty box, I never actually reached and bought the Tatcha product because, you know what, I'm not a fool. I don't want to spend that much money on a moisturiser. This, exactly the same. So it has some fermented ingredients, which I love. Ferments are really great at just dialing up the amount of hydration that you're going to get from a product. It's also got some calming and soothing botanicals, which I think deliver a little bit more than the Tatcha product. Somehow when I use this, my skin like reaches an equilibrium. It's calmed, it's soothed. Any redness that I have is gone like that, and I absolutely love it. You can keep it in the fridge. This is like my ultimate hack for a little extra cooling sensation. Keep this one in the fridge and it just delivers a nice cooling in those warm summer months. Also, the reason I think this works a little bit better than that Tatcha one is because it glides onto the skin and leaves behind less of a greasy finish. So Tatcha say it's a dewy cream, which, you know, on some particularly drier skin types, absolutely will translate as dewy. On me, someone who has an oilier skin type, it kind of translates a bit as greasy. This doesn't. It leaves behind like a satin finish to the skin, but without it looking super, super greasy. If I just put a little bit on, you'll see exactly what I mean. It's fragrance free, so if you're looking for fragrance free skincare, this is going to be an absolute holy grail for you. But if you see how that blends into the skin, it's not deadpan matte. It definitely leaves behind a little bit of a gloss, but it doesn't come across as greasy, which is why I think if you're reaching for the Tatcha Dewy Skin Mist, honestly, save a little coin, invest in this, and I promise you, you will absolutely love it. Now let's talk the Skin-Ceuticals Discoloration Defense Serum. Now, earlier when I said all brands will tell you that you have to pay more in order to get more, I think Skin-Ceuticals really do hammer home that message. And in some instances, honestly, their formulations and the amount of studies that they've done into the efficacy of all their products does justify a slightly higher price point. So I'm not anti-Skin-Ceuticals. I think the main issue I have with the brand is that high price point, because you know what, like I say, I drugstore to my core, and I'd hate to think that anybody is overpaying for a particular serum and having to cut back in other areas of their life. Also, Skin-Ceuticals isn't an entirely cruelty-free brand, which is something that matters a lot to me. Not everyone has the same motivations when it comes to choosing brands and products, so always bear that in mind. But for me, I think this is the key reason I don't reach for the brand. This Discoloration Defense Serum actually is really good. It's formulated with 1% kojic acid, which is like the gold standard for tackling hyperpigmentation. It's also got 3% tranexamic acid, which is a really beautiful concentration of another fantastic pigment-fighting ingredient. I think these two pair beautifully well together to just double down the benefit of using just one of them in isolation. This glides onto the skin, it doesn't burn, it doesn't prickle, it doesn't tingle like some hyperpigmentation treatments can. It's a real pleasure to use. I actually got a sample of this and I was almost tempted to buy the full size bottle. I loved it that much. But then I realized you don't need to. You can actually reach for the Versed Dark Spot treatment. This gives you the exact same ingredient profile at a fraction of the cost. So the Skin-Ceuticals one is around $100. You can find it on sale a little bit cheaper in some places, but that's kind of the ballpark for the price point. The Versed was $16. So it's honestly a fraction of the cost for the exact same ingredients. You're getting that 1% kojic acid, that 3% tranexamic acid. And whilst I say this is more like a cream, like a gel rather than a serum, you know what? Texture doesn't really matter when you're saving that amount of money, and it works in a very, very similar way. I'm not the biggest fan of Versed, if I'm totally honest, but I think when a brand has a standout holy grail product, we should shout it from the rooftops, and this is definitely one of the best products from Versed and their entire collection. Now finally, let's talk the Glow Recipe Niacinamide Dew Drops. So I think like dewy skin is a bit of a theme in this video because we have that Tatcha and now we've got the Glow Recipe one. Everybody loves Glow Recipe and a lot of people say to me, why don't you feature them a lot on the channel? You know what, I don't have anything against the brand. I just think they are a little bit up there in terms of the price point, especially when you look at the formulations and what you're getting for that higher price point. I think this is definitely the case with this Niacinamide Dew Serum. So does it leave the skin looking juicy and plump? Absolutely. Does it have some really nice ingredients alongside just delivering that dewiness? Yes, it really does. It's not a bad product. I normally have an issue with the amount of fragrance that's in Glow Recipe products, but you don't have that problem with this one. So you know what? I think that again is a tick in the box. However, it comes with around a £40 price point, which some people will absolutely reach for, particularly if they like the outcomes. But a fantastic dupe for this, and that honestly, I've got James Welsh to thank for this because he recommended it on his channel. I tried it, fell in love. Is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dewy Primer. This, so good. So it's 1/4 the price because like I said, it's about a £10 price point here in the UK as opposed to the £40 which you'll be paying for the Glow Recipe one. Gives you the exact same outcomes. So it's got a really nice blend of beneficial ingredients. It's more than just a primer, it has some skincare benefit too. Leaves the skin looking plump, dewy and ready to put any makeup that you want to on top. And I've tried it with various different foundations and concealers and it does layer beautifully. No pilling, no balling up, which is a huge tick in the box. The packaging, very similar to Glow Recipe. Sometimes I think e.l.f. do like take it a little bit close to the line in terms of that copycat element, but it's a fraction of the cost and delivers the same outcome, so I can't really argue with that. e.l.f. The more I try from them, the more I'm convinced that they're going to be a staple in my skincare routine for quite some time because all their products just genuinely deliver. This is a nice one. The packaging is great because you've got that pump action like you have with the Glow Recipe one that makes it really easy to dispense and apply. And all told, I'd say if you are in love with the Glow Recipe Dew Drops and you want to mix it up and save a little extra coin, reach for this e.l.f. one because honestly, it it will deliver the exact same outcomes. So there you have it, guys, my current top 4 favourite skincare dupes. I would love to know any other dupes that you would like, either products that you want a dupe for or dupes that you'd like to recommend. So sound off in the comments section below, because like I say, this is a series here on the channel, and so I'll be looking at future recommendations for the next instalment. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye.